Why bees couldn't exist in real world. What do you know about bees? Probably that they gather honey from flowers and such. Yes, but did you ever stop and think how they do it? Probably not. You have enough problems in your reality, so why waste time thinking about bees? I'll tell you why, and I'll tell you how. Spoiler, it's magical. First few factoids about bees. 1. Bees have a highly organized society. Bees live in colonies, which are often referred to as hives. Each colony has a specific structure with 3 types of bees: the queen, the workers, and drones. Queen bee. She is the reproductive female whose main job is to lay eggs up to 2,000 eggs per day. Would you live your days just laying eggs all day? The self-sacrifice is unreal, right? Worker bees. These are female bees that don't reproduce. They do all the tasks like gathering nectar, building honeycombs, cleaning the hive, and guarding it. How such small insect learn to do all these tasks? And how would one evolve so many skills if evolution is the only answer? Drones. The male bee's only job is to mate with the queen. They have no stinger and don't gather food. Why they are called drones when they don't even work? They are the definition of useless. Bees don't let them to hive before winter, so even bees know what's useful and what's drone. 2. Bees can recognize faces. Bees have the ability to recognize human faces in a crowd, a skill that helps them identify flowers with different patterns. They use their advanced visual system to remember and recognize individual patterns. Imagine the field of flowers. Answer me this. How worker bee know which flower is full of nectar and which has already been emptied by her fellow bees? I guess sixth sense or something. 3. Bees dance to communicate. The waggle dance is a unique behavior where a bee communicates the direction and distance of a food source to other bees in the hive. By performing a specific pattern of movements, wiggling and shaking, they convey precise information about where to find nectar and pollen. The angle of the dance relative to the sun tells the other bees the direction, while the duration of the waggle tells them the distance. Now for your next dance. Please show me the direction and distance to the nearest flower field. 4. Bees can fly at incredible speeds. A honeybee can fly at speeds of 15 miles per hour, 24 km/h. When in a hurry, they can reach speeds up to 20 miles per hour, 32 km/h. 5. Bees are essential for pollination. Bees are crucial for the pollination of many plants, including about 1/3 of the food we eat. They pollinate fruits, vegetables, and nuts, and are responsible for the production of honey, wax, and propolis, a resinous substance used to seal cracks in the hive. The European honeybee is especially vital for commercial agriculture because of its ability to pollinate in large numbers. Without bees, we all would be dead, nice to know. 6. Honeybees make honey. Honey is made by worker bees who collect nectar from flowers, bring it back to the hive, and regurgitate it into hexagonal beeswax cells. They fan the nectar with their wings to evaporate water, turning it into honey. Honey can last for thousands of years. Archaeologists have even found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are still edible. The only eternal food is made by bees, nice to know. If only scientists would tell us why honey never spoils. Non-scientists as myself believe that bees' buzzing vibration makes honey immune to spoiling. But that's just crazy talk, right? 7. Bees have 5 eyes. Bees have 5 eyes, 2 large compound eyes and 3 smaller simple eyes, called ocelli, on top of their head. These eyes help them see in all directions and detect light levels, assisting with navigation. I wonder how many brains bees have to do all this stuff. 8. Bees can recognize colors, but not red. Bees can see colors in the blue, violet, and ultraviolet spectrum, but they can't perceive the color red. Instead, they see it as gray or black. This makes their vision quite different from humans, who can distinguish red. I wonder how scientists learned that glitch in bees' eyesight. 9. Bee lifespan and workload. Worker bees live for about 5-6 weeks during the summer, working themselves to death due to the immense energy required to gather nectar and pollen. They literally work themselves to death as their wings become worn out from constant flying. The queen bee can live up to 5 years, laying thousands of eggs throughout her life. If I reincarnate as any bee except the drone, I'll fly around and then seppuku myself, because don't want to work myself to death. 10. Bees have a unique stinger. Only female bees, worker bees and queens, can sting. The stinger of a honeybee has barbs, so when it stings a mammal, it becomes lodged in the skin and tears away from the bee's abdomen. This results in the bee's death. However, other species of bees, like bumblebees, can sting multiple times without dying. Fun fact: bees' poison cures all diseases known to men. 11. Bees can learn. Bees are capable of learning through associative learning. For example, they can learn to associate a certain scent or color with the presence of nectar, allowing them to remember where to find food. Why do they need to learn when they are born with 100 wisdom is beyond me. 12. Bees can be in quasi-sleep. Bees enter a state of rest or quasi-sleep when they're not foraging. In this state, they appear to be motionless, but they are still aware of their environment. They spend this time conserving energy for their next flight. Jesus, do they do anything less than perfectly efficiently? To sum up, bees are magical creatures, and if bees exist in your world, you are not in the real world, you are in the dream world, or illusion, or matrix, or heaven, or hallucinating this entire life experience.